You are watching Beautiful Angel Blossom Channel 3. A weather video by Angel.
Tornado emergency for southeast Williamson and southern Saline County. The National Weather Service in Paducah has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Williamson County, Illinois, southern Saline County, Illinois, until 7 p.m. At 6:23 p.m., a confirmed large and destructive tornado was observed near Hudgens, or near Creel Springs, moving east at 60 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for southeast Williamson and southern Saline County. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Expected hazards include an extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornado. Tornadic debris has been confirmed by radar. The following impacts are expected. You are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. The tornado will be near Creel Springs and Carrier Mills around 6:30 p.m. Harrisburg around 6:35 p.m. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Stone Fort. This includes Interstate 57 in Illinois between mile markers 45 and 54. To repeat, a large, extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now.
Because I need my app that's got the cameras.
Yeah, TDS signature.
Yep. So we've got a tornado on the ground near Carbondale. Tornado on the ground. This is a tornado emergency headed into the Marion area.
It's northwest of Creel Springs.
Okay, so let's kind of zoom out and we'll show it to you right now. Let's zoom in. And I just got a text from my daughter's best friend, and she wasn't there. So I know two of them that are safe. Which really makes me happy. Just hope everybody else is safe too. But there's our tornado right there. It's on the ground. It's going to go right where I was talking about, just to the south of that main intersection. And I'm telling you, where all the restaurants are, that restaurant row there in Marion, it's just getting crushed with hail. I mean, I hope you're not there. If you plan to leave like right now to go eat dinner, don't. We're got probably up to baseball-sized hail at times falling at that area where all that congestion is. That can cause a tremendous amount of damage. So we'll kind of zoom in. Again, we've got a confirmed tornado. Would they do a TDS with it?
Yeah, and they're doing tornado emergency coming.
Right. Yeah, I see the tornado emergency. We've got the black lines on the purple, which means that it's an elevated warning, considerable damage. Oh yeah, there it is. There's very strong circulation. And it's hard to tell if that really is debris, but it's pretty close to it. I'm just going to assume that it is debris and that it is a tornado on the ground. It's crossing Highway 148 right now, crossing Highway 148. This is Crab Orchard Lake. Again, it's on the south side of Crab Orchard Lake. Here's that main intersection I was talking about where all the restaurants are. They got a lot of new restaurants. That's where the Chick-fil-A is, the ballpark where the Miners used to play. All this area is getting hit very, very hard with very large hail. You're in the hail core, but the tornado is right down here. You can see the rain and the hail wrapping around that tornado. So we've got a tornado moving just on the south side of Marion as we speak. So if you guys get any more reports, just let me know. The tornado warning for Caldwell County, I think, has ended, or it should have moved out by now. I want to make sure we're covering everybody. This is one of those days where just tornado warning after tornado. Yeah. So there it is. There goes the tornado. That's the one. That's the storm that's been with us since, I don't know, we've been going since 2 o'clock maybe? I don't know. But it's been with us the whole time. Watched it. And what's interesting about it is it crossed the farthest you can cross for the heartland, from the furthest east point to the furthest west point. Just unheard of. And it had a tornado warning with it the whole time. And we've been going nonstop because of multiple tornado warnings. So let's zoom out again and get everybody caught up to date. Tornado warning for southern Cape Girardeau County, northern Stoddard County, and Scott County. There's a storm that is kind of following the exact path of our other storm. We've got a tornado on the ground south of Marion in Illinois right now, east of Carbondale, a tornado on the ground. We've got another storms are developing. This is the front right here. We've got a storm just east of Perryville.
It is until 7 p.m. and is because of a large confirmed and destructive tornado was observed near Hudgens or near Creel Springs, moving about 60 miles per hour.
There it is, folks. It doesn't get any more textbook than this. Let's zoom in. You'll see this is the tornado. That purple dot is the tornado. That is the tornado. Tornado warning. No doubt that we've got a tornado on the ground doing damage. We should get a pretty good debris signature with this. Whoa. Folks, that is a lot of debris. This has hit something substantial. We've got a big tornado, a strong tornado on the ground south of Marion. That is a significant debris signature. This debris signature we haven't seen very often. When we get that dark blue, I've seen it with Mayfield, saw it with Perryville, and now I've seen it with this. So something has been hit. There's something substantial in the air to produce that, to get debris signature like that. So that gives you an idea. We just go to debris, it's nearly the dark blue. So look at the detection. It's off the chart. So that is significant debris. We've got a strong tornado that is crossing. It crossed, I can't make that up, but it's east of 37. I can't make out the word right there. Hopefully you can see it. And here's Creel Springs that she's been talking about. It's just to the northwest of Creel Springs, and it's going to go just to the south of Crab Orchard. That is a significant tornado on First Alert Doppler Network right now that is just to the south of Marion. Please be in your safe spot. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, as this is a possible violent tornado that is going to be crossing Highway 166 south of Highway 13. Highway 166 south of Highway 13. This tornado is headed your way. No need to look at the velocity. You see the purple dot right there? That is the tornado. I'm assuming, did we get another tornado warning issued, or is this the tornado I just haven't removed?
It hasn't been removed yet. It looks like they've only continued.
How's the Advent storm looking? Because I want to really focus on this, as this is in a populated area, but I don't want to forget about our folks in Advance over towards southern Cape Girardeau
Advance
County.
looks like there could be a little bit of rotation headed towards the Orin area. The hail marker is about 2.5 inches. So Chaffee, Benton, Scott City, all going to get a lot of hail, but the area of rotation would be between Orion and Morley, if it was.
Orion and Morley, okay, thanks. And again, that is an unbelievable debris signature right there. That is an intense tornado, and unfortunately it hit something. Jeff, you were messaging me. You got something for us?
I was just going to mention that they're getting some pea-sized hail in Jackson, as you guys were talking about that storm.
Okay, so we got, yeah, and we're getting some pretty good rain here at the studio as well. And what do we got? Okay, we got video out of Marion. Can I see it? What do we got? Do we have the tornado video? Is that what it is? Okay, working on it. Just okay. Yeah, there it is. So you can see that's definitely, you can see the whole structure rotating, and there's the tornado right there. You've got the low feeder clouds going in, and the tornado circulating right here. Again, this is the tornado that is south of Marion right now that has a significant debris signature. Something, again, that we don't see very often. It has hit, doesn't mean it's violent, it just means it hit something very substantial and the radar picked it up. Cassie, you got something?
We're getting reports from the Heron Fire Department of multiple houses that have been leveled south of Marion.
So multiple houses that have been leveled. This is not a good sign that we have more than likely a violent tornado on the ground that is, that's Market Road, so it's east of Market Road now, and that is what we were seeing. Very intense tornadic debris signature. The strongest that we've seen here at the station in quite some time. That is not what we wanted to see, and I'm heartbroken that it hits anybody, but I'm just so thankful that that didn't touch down in Carbondale, because the debris would have been much worse. I mean, this would have caused unbelievable amount of damage in Carbondale. This is not quite as populated as it is in the Carbondale area, but needless to say, reports that homes have been leveled, that's not good. So we've got a violent tornado that is on the ground right now south of Crab Orchard, and it's going to be going into Saline County if it holds together. So southern Saline County. And I got to give shout out to the folks in Paducah. That is a perfectly drawn polygon for a warning of this magnitude, because we can see the size of the tornado. It doesn't look like it's going to occlude anytime soon, so we don't need to go too far north. Not sure what's happening here at the station. Is that wind?
No, I don't think so.
As we got a lot of stuff kind of getting knocked around.
Got big rain out there.
Yeah, so that is a textbook violent tornado on First Alert Doppler Network south of Crab Orchard. I'm waiting for the next update on this tornado. So I want to get with this tornado. Yeah, we got a pretty good storm going on here in Cape Girardeau. We've got a storm headed towards the Poplar Bluff area, and one just south. And okay, so here's our debris signature to the northeast of Creel Springs. Now let's see if the debris itself is still as bad. It's not. It's being lofted into the storm. So the debris is being lofted up into the updraft. So we probably still, I would imagine we still have a tornado on the ground right now east of Creel Springs. And this is going to be headed towards the Harrisburg area, Mitchellsville area if it holds together. The actual tornado will probably go just south of Harrisburg, but the very large hail will move right into the Harrisburg area and then eventually in towards the Shawneetown area. So again, you can see some of the tower cams. Yeah, there's some hail falling at SEMO. I can see a couple of big ice. I don't know if it's big, but I can see the ice falling. And then, what do we have at the station? We got some hail.
Right outside.
How big is it? Do you know?
It was pea-size.
Okay, so we got pea-size here at the station. And very heavy rain. It looks like the rain is kind of quieting down now. But this was a very intense storm. And folks, Carbondale, I can't say how lucky you are that just missed you, it looks like. And unfortunately, it seems that it has done some significant damage. Cassie, do you have any other updates for us? I'm going to step away. I'm going to put my radar up, big screen, and step away for just a minute.
The only updates I have is we're getting reports of numerous power outages in Poplar Bluff. So that one has currently a severe thunderstorm warning over that area. Other than the multiple houses that have unfortunately been leveled south of Marion, just getting a lot of hail reports. Still reports of that tornado on the ground as of 3 minutes ago, southeast of Marion, Illinois. So zooming back into that area, which I'll go ahead and put a cell tracker on this, and let's see how fast I have this moving. I believe it's at 55. Okay, moving east at 60. So it is racing, folks. Let's go ahead and put a cell track on this. And I need to zoom out more so that I can get that at the right speed. So give me 1 second to zoom out here so I can get a cell track on that confirmed tornado that we are currently tracking. Let's put a cell track on that, moving at about 60 miles per hour. So Harrisburg 647, Shawneetown 706, Morganfield 721. You need to be in your safe spot if you are in line of this confirmed tornado on the ground, and give yourself a little bit more time. Well, head to your shelter quicker than the times listed in that red box, because it can pick up speed at any time, or you might be seeing a little bit of a delay in the radar. So make sure that you are heading to that safe spot if you are in line of that corn with that cell track, because this is a very dangerous tornado that has caused a lot of structural damage to this area. So zooming in again, this is now just southeast of Marion. You can still see it clear as day, that purple spot just north of Creel Springs, heading east towards Mitchellsville. It should stay just south of Harrisburg if it continues on the same route that it is on. Grant, are you looking at a possible chaser on that?
I am. I'm seeing a rotating wall cloud. Looks like a tornado may have touched down. This is near Morley. This is that storm that's east of Advance now. Definitely a wall cloud, funnel cloud. I can't tell if it's on the ground because of the treetops, but it's behind the treetops. So again, this is our debris signature south of Crab Orchard. And let's kind of pan. Okay, Max 2. Can we put Max 1 behind me, please? Thank you. Okay, beautiful. So this is a storm. I want to kind of zoom in on it as we have a possible tornado forming right now near Morley.
On is just a mess, to say the least. We've got a big time velocity couplet trying to come together here. And if this comes together completely, this is likely going to produce a large tornado between Creel Springs, New Denison, and Rogersville. Brett Adair is on this storm back room, so we need to be keeping an eye on Brett. And Sarah. I'll suggest Sarah. You know what? Let's actually pull up Sarah right now. We'll put Brad in 4. We'll take the business park down, and we'll put Sarah in 2. So this is what it looks like right now in Marion, Illinois. So hopefully everybody, I don't see too many people on the roads out here, but, well, actually, yeah, there are too many people on the roads out here. We need you to take shelter right now. If you're in Marion, Illinois, we've got a tornado trying to form down there between Wolf Creek and Timmins. This is going to move over towards Hutchinson and New Denison. The way that this looks on radar looks like it's about to produce another big one.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
How is that not down? Rapid motion due west. It wants to be down.
It's almost down.
Man,
What are they hooting and hollering about?
I don't know if I want to go any farther, honestly.
Where is Central City compared to Hoptown?
Okay, so if you're just now tuning in, this tornado is probably down right now. Brad Arnold's also on this, so we need to make sure we got Brad Arnold up. Okay, I see him. Brad Arnold and Sarah are giving us a live view of the Marion, Illinois area. If you're just now tuning in, we've got a debris ball visible here. So this is likely a huge tornado that's currently impacting the greater Marion area or just to the south. It's crossing over Interstate 57 right now. Holy smokes. Another big tornado in progress. We're likely going to see another PDS tornado warning here. We've got debris being lofted into the air. Oh, yep. About 16,000 feet in the air here. So this is not a baby tornado. This just hit the USP Marion. What is that? The prison. Yeah, so this is that debris signature is right over top of the prison there, USP Marion. No official reports of damage there, but based off of radar, that's exactly where that debris ball is. So this tornado is crossing the road near the prison there, near Cognitive Fitness. And then this is going to go over the Marion Reservoir and then continue to move on up towards the north and east near Hudgens, and eventually it'll go up towards New Denison as well. Wow. Incredibly dangerous situation for our friends in Marion, Illinois right now. Jackson and Williamson counties in Illinois, take shelter. I'm so surprised they haven't issued a PDS tornado warning for this.
That's kind of my plan too here. Which road are you trying to get to? Just trying to get on the north side there on 6.
Yeah, Brad Arnold's just a little bit behind it. If he can get caught up with it, he's going to have a view of a huge tornado here in just a moment. Okay, it is a PDS tornado warning. They did upgrade it. I see it now. So, hey, we've known that it's been a particularly dangerous situation for a while. Now we've got the official upgrade from the National Weather Service. PDS tornado warning for Hudgens. Wow, look at that. Crazy debris signature now.
I'm probably going to try and run 1682 to 169 at 2.
That tornado is now closer to the unnamed family cemetery and the Starlight Lake. We have a massive tornado on the ground here, y'all. A massive tornado on the ground moving just to the south of Marion in Illinois. It's going to move up towards the Big Muddy excavating area, and it's going to cross Highway 166 near the Livingstone Community Church. If you're just now tuning in, this right here is a massive tornado doing damage just south of Marion, Illinois right now. Anything in the path of this is going to be likely destroyed. There it is.
A tornado emergency has been issued.
Guys, a tornado emergency is only issued whenever we are certain that we are dealing with a tornado of catastrophic proportions. Okay? Not trying to scare anyone here, but it is important that we talk about this in a way that really resonates with the folks out here. This is not your average situation. We have a catastrophic tornado on the ground near Hudgens and New Denison that is moving east that will be deadly to anybody that comes near it. All right? This will absolutely destroy anything it touches, including well-built homes. All right? So if you're in New Denison, or if you're in Creel Springs or Rogerville out here in Illinois, or anywhere in between, you've got to be running, not walking to shelter. You got to put as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Let's hope to goodness we have the ability to get underground. But if we don't, we have to get into that interior room. Let's put as many walls between us and the outside world as possible. Let's get in that interior closet, interior bathroom, inside of a sturdy structure, preferably a site-built structure. And let's, once again, put as many walls between us and the outside world as possible. No windows, no outward-facing walls, and let's keep our shoes on, all right? As we're running to shelter, if we've got shoes on, let's keep them on. If we don't have shoes on, let's put them on. Closed-toed shoes. Wear something you wouldn't mind getting wet. If you sustain damage here, you might have to evacuate your home over glass, splintered wood, and nails and screws and stuff like that. So we want to be thinking about that kind of thing as we continue to track the storm. Wow, look at that. Just a huge debris signature there. Now coming over New Denison right now. So the current location of our major storm here, our giant tornado at this point, is just to the east of Highway 166. Now it's moving up towards the Hot RV Service, the Mousy Home Improvements area, over towards Hodges Tree Service, and then the Moonlight Pine Event Barn. And then this is also going to hit the Indian Camp Baptist Church, potentially. If you are just now tuning in, we've got a significant situation unfolding here where we've got a tornado emergency in place for our friends out here in Saline, and Williamson counties in Illinois. We've got a massive tornado on the ground producing damage. We also have several other tornado warnings in place as well. We're going to go check in on the Kentucky warning really quick because I just know we've got a ton of people out here that are concerned about this. The good news is that this one's not on the ground. The storm that's approaching Hopkinsville right now is still not actively producing a tornado. That's not why we're not talking about it as much, but we still need you to stay in your safe spots in Hopkinsville, Fairview, and Fearsville just in case, okay? There are other tornado warnings as well. We've got one in effect over here north of Sykeston. We do have a significant area of rotation coming together for Morley and Benton. Take shelter now out there north of Blodgett, which is where we had a tornado earlier. But by far, our most significant situation right now is this one, the big tornado that's coming up north of Creel Springs right now. Shoot, man, this is really not something that you see every day. Thankfully, it's over somewhat rural zones right now. But if it continues and it goes over towards Carrier Mills, we might have a bigger problem. So on its if this storm continues on its current trajectory, it'll go over towards Carrier Mills. On its approach there, it will hit places like the Kids Quality Plumbing. It'll hit Delta, Dikersburg, Arnold View Free Will Baptist Church. And then whenever it gets to Carrier Mills, if this is still on the ground when it gets to Carrier Mills, it's going to be potentially entering town on the side where the Felty Funeral Home is. Okay, if you know where the Felty Funeral Home is, that's where we would expect the tornado to come in from. If it went right through Carrier Mills, it would exit on the side where the Dollar General is, right next to Poe's Barber Shop. So everywhere in between needs to be sheltered underground right now. Underground, or at least in an interior room with as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. We do have Brad Arnold on the storm out there. Looks like he's come across some damage here. So his road is blocked. So it looks like the tornado's path went right in front of him there. And he's going to have to find a way around this, which... it's a pretty rural area. There's not very many ways around where he's going right now. So hopefully he's able to keep up with this thing. But he's been blocked by damage from the tornado. The closest person now at this point that we have to this thing is, of course, we have Brett Adair and we have Sarah. But Brett, it's already past Brett too. So we're flying by radar. Which honestly, in a situation like this, is perfectly fine. I mean, we can see exactly where the tornado is. Exactly where the tornado is on radar. It's coming up towards Rogersville now. Rogersville, take shelter. That's going to be over there where the Dale Sun and Livestock is, and the Arnold View Free Will Baptist Church. Yeah, if the tornado's still on the ground, which it looks to me like it is, that's exactly where it is right now. Once it hits the Free Will Baptist Church, it's going to try to go over the big lake there. Looks like is that like a pay lake, kind of like a camping ground area near In Houston Road. And then it's going to go on over to the east near the Kids Quality Plumbing, and then that's when it's going to make its approach towards Carrier Mills. That is one intense debris ball that we have there. All right, let's go down and check out a couple of other places that we have under a warning right now. Orrin is under a warning as well. Setup. So if you're in Carrier Mills, let's hope for the best, but let's prepare for the worst. Let's stay in our safe spots until this storm passes. On that storm, honestly, it looks like it's not there anymore. It definitely was there here across Interstate 57. Big tornado, and then here recently it's kind of unwound a little bit now. This is the kind of storm that can certainly wind up a new one, so we're going to watch Sarah there very closely as she's about to be in Carrier Mills right in front of this thing. We definitely do not want to let our guards down, all right? Stuff can change very fast with this kind of setup. So if you're in Carrier Mills, let's hope for the best, but let's prepare for the worst. Let's stay in our safe spots until this storm passes. Now in Seymour, Indiana, this is an interesting view. I've never seen a rainbow like that before, but we're starting to see the storm exit portions of Seymour and now move into more eastern areas as the storm moves through. But yeah, I'm watching this storm down here in Kentucky again. I'm concerned about our friends downstream there towards Russellville. So let's watch out in Russellville as the storm gets closer to you. This is too big of a supercell for us to ignore. You know what I'm saying? So let's not do that. 19 minutes left on our tornado emergency out here in Saline and Williamson counties in Illinois. And then we've got 3 minutes left on our PDS tornado warning in Monroe County, Indiana, and we might actually need to extend that.
Radar 1, new warning here. The National Weather Service has upgraded the tornado warning. We've now got a tornado on the ground south of Marion. Dangerous storm, large tornado debris signature there, and emergency manager there confirming that a storm spotter does see a tornado on the ground in southern Illinois. So we've got a new tornado warning, and we've got very strong rotation right now crossing. Yep, this is the one. This is going to be the storm. This is the big tornado that we've probably been anticipating for a while, and I think now that it's here. South of Marion, look at that rotation right here. That is crossing I-57. So this is exit, this is the 148 exit. There's a Road Ranger gas station out there, and then you go up a few miles into Marion. It's passing I-57 right there north of 148. And this new tornado warning, observed tornado, considerable threat tag until 7 o'clock for Williamson County. So we've got a tornado on the ground here. Let's check the debris signature there. I don't see debris yet showing up on that, but we will likely see that debris as this thing is a very well-defined area of rotation that is just to the north of Highway 148, the exit there on 57. And let's zoom out here so we can get a better perspective on some of the areas that are going to be impacted by that.
And yeah, Trent, the reflectivity I think is starting to show a little bit of a debris ball. I hope it's not, but
yeah,
there's a pink showing up.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. That's not good. This is a debris ball. I'm almost certain of that. So this is passing just to the south of Marion. Right now, this is about from the center of Marion. It's about 5.5 miles south of Marion. It's going to be passing here again right across Illinois 37, and based on its current path, this thing will be moving over just to the north of Creel Springs across Williamson County here. So this is likely doing some considerable damage right now, unfortunately, there in Williamson County. As we stop this, let's go down for a closer view here of where this thing is tracking at the moment. Debris signature right here. That's right out by the Marion Correctional Center on Prison Road, and then it is going to be moving east of 57 across Illinois 37 between Reservoir Road, Arcadia Lake Road. If you live over toward the Cochran Road area.
Trent, looks like there's some debris showing up on the coefficient just west of 57. It's about to cross over the interstate there, but
Southern Hunt Road, Freedom Road, Ward's Mill Road, Lobo Lane, Saline River Road, over toward Old Creel Springs Road along Illinois 166, which is kind of leading over toward fairly close to the Saline County line. Those are the areas that are in the immediate path of this dangerous tornado that is on the ground. This purple ball right there, that is a debris ball. That is a signature of tornado damage and debris, and that is even more intense now as it has just moved across I-57. So this thing is a very dangerous tornado ongoing right now, just about 5 miles south of Marion, Illinois. Please get to a safe place of shelter if you are in areas between Marion and Creel Springs and over toward Crab Orchard. This is a very dangerous looking storm on radar. Let's update our
tornado emergency. Okay, they're about to issue tornado emergency on this. That's protocol, but it hopefully will get everybody's attention that this is a serious situation.
And this is from the National Weather Service Paducah chat, one of their members, and there it is, I think.
Yeah, there's our tornado emergency. All right, if you'll pull up Google Maps, and let's try to pull up some of the locations that are in the path of that, just so we can get real specific with folks about what we're seeing here. But we've got a new tornado warning, tornado emergency. Now you see that has the catastrophic threat tag on it. Catastrophic threat tag right here. This means that this is a tornado emergency. We've got an observed tornado on the ground in progress right now. This tornado emergency includes, this is a big area, by the way, Creel Springs, Carrier Mills, Harrisburg. You guys are actually in this right now, giving you plenty of lead time on the arrival of this storm. I want to go and give you a quick track on this. The storm is moving off to the east. Nolan, do you have a speed on this?
This is moving
60, I believe.
Yep, east at 60.
Okay, from where it is right now, moving east at 60 miles per hour, here are arrival times for you. Creel Springs, we've got less than 3 minutes. It's going to pass just to the north of Creel Springs. Harrisburg, about 6:47. It would have to come a little farther to the north, but it's going to be close enough. Anywhere here in the southern half of Saline County, you've got to get to shelter right now. 6:47 arrival time there. Equality, 6:59. Shawneetown at 7:08. So
okay, the good news here is it's out in an area that is not heavily populated.
Yes.
Probably a decent amount of farmland, but once it crosses 66, it's going to be near South Fork, Saline River, and that is a east to west, so it would travel right down that river. But at this point, Cochran Road, Old Creel Springs Road, 166, anywhere along there, that's where we'll likely have this tornado come through.
Yeah, this is by far the most dangerous storm of the day. We've got tornado on the ground in progress right now. That
is
debris
a big
ball
debris
right
ball.
there is where we have that tornado that is ongoing at the moment. And again, those of you that are in Marion and over toward Harrisburg, we've also got up to golf ball size hail that's falling right now from Marion to Crab Orchard and then over east along Route 13. So 2 different big time threats here. We've got hail core, we've got our tornado on the ground here in Williamson County at the moment. So this is a very dangerous storm. It is now passing just to the north of Creel Springs. It looks like it's the latest scan, it's on 166, which would put it over just to the north of Williford in southern Illinois. This again is moving in some pretty rural area, but if it continues on its current path, it is going to be moving over toward, and I'll try to pull this up here on the radar scan for you here. We'll zoom down as close as we can get. There's Williford moving over toward Farrell Church Road, and then eventually over toward Saraville Road and Stonefort Road. That's going to put it over in the vicinity of Fairview Baptist Church, Arnold View, Free Will Baptist Church, and again, Stonefort Road. This is pretty rural area here in southern Illinois. You can see it's the last scan just getting ready to cross 166 there in southern Illinois, but we've got a very dangerous storm. This purple area right there, that is the tornado, that is the debris ball moving near Williford over toward Mosey Lane, Farrell Church Road, and again over close to Old Salt Trail, some of the areas there. This is going to be coming very close to Carrier Mills over the course of maybe the next half an hour or so. Very dangerous storm here.
Yeah, and even though it's about, you have to keep in mind, debris ball can be structure, or it could be trees, it could be lumber.
Yeah.
There are a number of different things, but either way, when we see that, it stands out that this is where the circulation is. This is what we're most concerned about with these storms. That particular storm, normally we have what's called a diffluent pattern. That makes it very dangerous. This has 4 different avenues, so it's really a very potent storm, and that will continue to track towards the east at 60. And you put a look at that. So
Yeah,
that
so
could
this
be
is-
trees. It could be houses.
And we did have a report just a couple minutes ago coming in from the Heron Fire Department. Several houses, multiple houses leveled south of Marion. So this is debris. These are unfortunately homes that have been impacted by this tornado. So the tornado is now just to the north of Creel Springs. Creel Springs right here, the storm is about 3 miles to the north of Creel Springs. That is the tornado. This is the one that's going to be moving into Saline County. So where is it going next? We'll zoom in just a little bit here. Carrier Mills is going to be in line. The tornado is right here. There it is, Carrier Mills. We've got 5 minutes. So if you're in Carrier Mills right now, we need you to get to your safe place of shelter immediately. If you're anywhere between north of Creel Springs near Williford and Carrier Mills, tornado on the ground. It is confirmed to have caused damage and likely destroyed some homes south of Marion. And this is going to be causing damage, perhaps, if it stays on the ground near Carrier Mills, and it's going to be way too close to the call for you in Harrisburg. So if you live near Carrier Mills and south of Harrisburg here in Saline County along 146 and Illinois 34, we've got to be getting to shelter right now. This storm is on the ground, most likely as a strong and damaging tornado about 3 miles northeast of Creel Springs in southern Illinois. Hail core around Route 13, where we've got multiple reports of up to golf ball size hail in between Marion up toward Johnson City and over toward the Harrisburg area. Nolan, you got some information?
I'm going to make this quick here. Smithland, there's more information coming out of there now. The hail that fell over there, some car windshields have been bust out over toward the Paradise Road area.
Okay. Yeah, we'll follow up on some of those reports here shortly.
Let's go ahead real quick if we can, Trent. I do want to again update Alexander, Cape Girardeau, Scott, Stoddard, those counties under tornado warning until 7 o'clock. I know that we don't.
Storms across the region will bounce back over to radar 1 if you don't mind. So we've got our tornado warning here in Williamson County. We'll watch this storm coming into Oran. There's another storm back toward Poplar Bluff that we'll watch. The storm over toward Crofton and Hopkinsville moving out of the local 6 area. So let's zoom back in here to Williamson and Saline County. This continues to be a tornado with a debris signature on it right there near Creel Springs that you can see those shades of blue right here. That's where the radar is signaling to us that the particles being detected are different shapes and sizes, and you really can see just on the reflectivity itself right there the hook echo, and there's your velocity. Here's your inbound winds, or your inbound winds right here. There's the winds coming toward the radar site, moving away from the radar site, and right there where the two intersect, that is your tornado, and it's moving over toward Carrier Mills. Carrier Mills right here on Highway 45. Strongest winds right there around Creel Springs. And we continue to see signs of debris right there. So we continue with a tornado emergency for Williamson and Saline County. Tornado warning. It shows up as tornado warning, but whenever you see the catastrophic threat tag, that equates to a tornado emergency. So remember, a tornado warning means that there's a tornado ongoing. A tornado emergency means that's the highest level of tornado warning. It means that there has been damage confirmed and a tornado is on the ground moving toward populated areas. That's why we upgraded this to the emergency, because Carrier Mills and possibly Harrisburg, of course, obviously we have some populations there that are going to be impacted by this storm. Let me check on information from the Weather Service quickly and see if there's any new info on any of these.
While you're looking there, again, just an update. Oran, that's where the tornado, the last one that was issued just a few moments ago is. It's headed towards Benton. For those of you in Benton, go to a place of safety. It's going to cross 55 right there at 77 and continue to track towards the east at 60 miles per hour. That will take it right through the same region that we had the tornado warning earlier for Paducah.
All righty. Yeah, several reports now of multiple homes that were leveled south of Marion here, unfortunately. So we'll be following that to see the latest information here. We've got heavy rain and some hail from Galatia to Harrisburg in the core of this storm. This looks a little, and I mean just a little, less organized than it did just a couple of minutes ago. You see here, right there was where we had a pretty well-defined debris ball. There may still very well be debris right there north of Creel Springs. And as we zoom in again, kind of give you a look at where this thing is going next.
That could be cycling. It's likely still on the ground.
Yeah, probably so. And with these things, you're right. They are in an environment where once a storm starts to spin with the atmosphere we got right now, it's going to continue to do so. So at the moment, this storm is now roughly, at least according to the very latest radar scan.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
6 miles away from Carrier Mills, and it's going right toward the heart of the community there. So we've got to be in shelter in Carrier Mills. Harrisburg, down the road toward Pankyville, let's get to shelter there as well, because this thing is a very dangerous looking storm that is going to be headed pretty much right up. Once it gets to the Carrier Mills area on 45, it will track along and just to the south of 45. And again, I think right now, the way that it's moving, it probably goes a couple miles south of Harrisburg. If you're in Harrisburg, you need to be in the shelter. It's way too close of a call, but I think probably south on 145 down toward Pankyville and Mitchellsville, probably some of the areas that may be slightly more in line for this thing to cross your area. So we'll continue to watch this one closely. Not that this storm is not important, but we've also got other storms that we need to get a quick check on. Multiple severe.
One east of Orange really ramping up.
Yeah.
Very quickly, and that's what's headed towards Mountain City, Cairo, and La Center. That is a
Marion, officials, volunteers and those living in the path of Friday's tornado continue cleanup efforts after a now confirmed EF4 tornado made its way through southern Williamson County. According to officials with the National Weather Service in Paducah, Kentucky, the twister left a 16.6-mile path of destruction from Grassy Road to Tyler Bridge Road. Winds reached 190 miles per hour, damaging homes, snapping trees and injuring 7 people, all of whom are expected to recover. The National Weather Service called it the strongest tornado to strike the county since 1982, and only the fifth EF4 or F4 reported in southern Illinois over the past 25 years. The tornado touched down around 6:15 p.m. near Spillway Road and strengthened as it approached Interstate 57, causing several homes near the federal prison to lose their roofs. It maintained EF3 strength as it crossed Illinois 37 and Hudgens Road, reaching peak intensity near Cuyler Court and Leslie Court, where 4 homes were heavily damaged. A newly built 2-story house was ripped from its foundation, and nearby woods were stripped bare. The storm continued through Wards Mill Road and Illinois 166 before lifting near Moseyville Road just after 6:30 p.m. At its widest, the tornado stretched about a third of a mile. Despite its strength, no deaths were reported, unlike the 1982 Marion tornado, which killed 10 and injured nearly 200. It's the strongest tornado to hit the area since an EF3 tornado hit Johnson County near Goreville. On May 26, 2024, a damaging storm damaged homes and snapped trees as it crossed Interstate 57 toward Lake of Egypt. 2 manufactured homes were destroyed and 1 person was seriously injured. According to the new, violent tornadoes, EF4 and EF5, make up only about 2% of all tornadoes but are responsible for roughly 70% of tornado-related deaths. Recent tornadoes in Williamson County have generally been weaker. In 2024, an EF2 tornado near Lake of Egypt caused damage but no injuries. A 2017 EF1 near Carterville mainly knocked down trees. The May 16 tornado has also drawn some comparisons to the 2021 Mayfield, Kentucky EF4, which traveled over 165 miles, killed 57 people, and injured more than 500. By contrast, the Williamson County storm was shorter, narrower and struck fewer populated areas. Cleanup efforts are ongoing and authorities ask people who are not there to help to avoid damaged areas.